What's up everybody, Noble Comics here, and today I want to talk about one of the best and little known Superman comics out there. This is Superman Man of Steel issue 91 from 1999. Superman the Man of Steel is watching you. In this issue we see Superman writing a news story, and Lois Lane walks in on him doing so, and he explains it's a story that has rattled him, and he needs to get it off his mind. It starts with a man named Mr. Musgrove in his therapist's office, talking about why he believes Superman is stalking him. You see, Mr. Musgrove is a toy maker, designing all sorts of toys and games and things like that, and he's recently had one of his ideas stolen, which has justifiably bothered him quite a bit. But no matter, he's got a better game that he's working on, something new and fresh that he believes is going to be a huge hit, and is working at it at his house. However, he sees Superman fly by his window multiple times while he's working on it, and he doesn't know why. And little does he know that Superman is trying to track down an arsonist who's been burning down buildings in the local area. The next day, the same man who stole his previous idea is trying to get a glance at what he's working on, yet Mr. Musgrove pushes him away. The man remarks that he's sure that this idea will be super, and that clicks in his mind that Superman must be working with his enemy to steal the plans for his new game. After this revelation, he starts to go off the deep end. He lines all of his briefcases and even one of his hats in lead foil so that Superman can't take a glimpse inside or read his mind. He quits his job and dedicates all his time to working on his new game. Just when he has it finished and he's ready to present it, on the way to his presentation, a jewelry store gets robbed, and the thieves are running away with Superman in hot pursuit. Superman uses his super breath and blows the two thieves down if they collide with Mr. Musgrove, and all the documents from his briefcase go flying. Superman quickly snatches them all up, presents them back to him, neatly organized, but Mr. Musgrove is sure now that Superman has tricked him and set this whole thing up so that he could get a glimpse at what he was working on. Later that day, at a ribbon-cutting ceremony that Superman was to attend, Mr. Musgrove met him there and let him know that he was onto him. Later, while at his presentation, things did not go well. His board game was rejected because kids today don't like board games. Kids today want them video games. They want computer games, something first person, something with action and violence. And so he gets turned down, though he's sure that Superman is behind the conspiracy. When his therapist asks why Superman would care about his game, he says that it's quite simple. His game is called Invasion Earth, and is a two-player game where one person plays as the forces of Earth and one person plays as the forces of Mars, and it's supposed to be a game where you're preventing an alien invasion. He hypothesizes that Superman has lied about Krypton, that it's not really destroyed, and that he, in fact, is a scout, ready to give the signal at any time to have the Kryptonians invade, and his game would be a threat as it's teaching the people how to stop such an alien invasion. Soon after he gets rejected, when he arrives at his home, he sees that his apartment building has burned to the ground, and he again blames Superman's heat vision for burning it down in an attempt to get rid of the copy of his plans for the game. However, it doesn't work. He then tries to punch Superman, and it goes about as well as you'd expect. After this, the paramedics try and give him a shot, and he responds violently, and this is what leads to him getting arrested and sent to see the psychiatrist. After he lays out his whole story, he then realizes the psychiatrist must be working for Superman as well, and is trying to get a glimpse at his plans yet again. So he tries to kill the psychiatrist by pushing her out a window. However, as always, Superman is there. The man is then moved inside a mental institution with the other deranged inmates. But not to worry, because he intends to pass the time with his new friends playing a little game called Invasion Earth. This is a great comic, and honestly it's one of the best 22-page single-issue stories that I've ever read. It's short, it's to the point, and it's impactful. It's great to see Superman from a civilian's point of view, and how someone like that could be perceived as having malicious intent or not being completely honest about where he's from or what his plans are. Obviously, in this case, he was wrong, but you can't totally fault the guy. And overall, very satisfying read, very good, highly recommend. Written by John Grozom, art by Charlie Adlard. And let me know if you've read this issue, and if not, if you ever plan to, because I highly recommend it. And I'll see you in the next video.